Hey there, everybody. It's humid and hot out. Forgive this. Um, a few weeks ago, we were at market, and one of the folks there is a beauty supplier, a beauty product supplier. She makes soaps and skincare creams and ointments and shampoo bars and lots of really great stuff. And she's nice to boot, so we like her. But we were talking about how I was considering ordering some bentonite clay from a supplier that we had both heard of and worked with in the past. And she mentioned that she thought she might have a lead on some for me that wouldn't require more gas mileage than was absolutely necessary, and it would be a savings for us. So, through kindness and connections and a little bit of effort and thankfulness on our part, we were able to score about 15-ish, give or take, gallons of bentonite pellets. And so for the past few weeks, I've been hitting them in their buckets with a rock. I've made it through about 10 gallons of it, and we're seeing some results. So I thought I'd show you that now. The boys, Darkwing and Norris, are enjoying the fruits of my labors and also destroying the fruits of my labors. I'm sure it'll work out in the end. But let's zoom out a little bit. So this is the duck space as it sits now. And what we've been doing, you can see the water is terribly murky, and that's on me. But probably also a little bit on them for kicking it up and disturbing it and being ducks in general. But this is holding a couple hundred gallons at this point. And what we've been doing is sprinkling the bentonite along the edges, as well as you can probably surmise, dry dusting it so that as we run a little bit of water at a time into this to raise the level slowly and gently, we can spot treat things like this up here and this over here. Those are all the work of Darkwing, who is absolutely enjoying having some water to swim around in. And I'm really enjoying seeing the water staying in this space. The grass itself will become kind of an anaerobic layer of deposits that we can then try to incorporate more plants into. So there is a long-term evolution to this process and this system. But at the moment, my goal is to hit these buckets over here with that hammer that's in them. And slowly raise the level of this pond. I think with the last 5 gallons of pellet or so that I have, I should be able to make enough dust to bring it roughly around, get a couple hundred more gallons in there and give them enough space to be able to fully submerge and dunk and fish, even though there's no fish in here. Maybe in the long term, we'll start releasing minnows and bait fish again to them, because that was always fun to watch. In case you're wondering, this is one of the many water bowls that we've used for them in the past. It has no cracks, so what I had been using it for was to run water over that in order to diffuse the force of it and kind of make it a less impactful entry into the overall pond system. And you might be thinking to yourselves, wouldn't it be a whole lot easier to put in some kind of EPDM or plastic liner and just plant on top of this and have a fully engineered pond? And yeah, probably. There's enough plastic in the world, and I don't need to add to it. So we're going the slow and steady route. We're giving these guys forage so that as the water level raises, they'll find more and more things interesting. I spent a few minutes watching Darkwing just nibble on the grasses that are around the edge here, and despite him working at the dirt on the edges as well and disturbing some of the clay that I've been breaking apart and adding, it's really fun to watch them, and it's a peaceful activity for my otherwise generally anxious heart. So, just a quick update to you guys. The last few videos have been pretty long. Figured we'd just watch the ducks enjoying themselves. We'll have an update on the rest of the babies soon. They are doing well and are acclimating in their space, and I'm hopeful to show them enjoying the yard in the upcoming days. But for now, it is super hot. I'm going to go give the babies fresh water and let these two boys continue on in peace. But this is where the pond has gotten to over the course of this season. So far. I'm looking forward to greater development as the water level stabilizes and the pond begins to take on more of a permanent water body habit. So, until next time, thanks for watching. Happy planting.